and fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with GECE NASCAR. We're out here at Phoenix. It's going to be a great race out here, guys. We're really going to have fun with this one. 165 laps of blistering. This place eats those tires away. It's at nighttime, so hopefully it reduces that a little bit. But still, blistering laps are going to eat those tires away. 15 to 17 max, I imagine, before they feel like they're on ice skates. It's going to be real interesting. Real slippery out there. Got to watch that dog leg too, coming out of that dog leg, as you see Campbell doing right now on the screen. You got to watch out for those people coming out of pit, making sure you're clear. You don't want to dive below that cone coming out of that dog leg, because you could definitely cause an accident with somebody coming out. But we really have an interesting one tonight, as Thomas Coonan is out there after his second win in a row with GECE NASCAR. He's looking for his third, but Raymond Hanneman is right behind him on time, looking to do the same thing. Joseph Barrow also out there with a good time. Ryan Rose out there with a good time. These guys are putting down some heat, and I really look forward to seeing what everybody can do. Guys are out there looking good. I don't see too many problems with people sliding out or getting into the wall or any of that kind of stuff. But this is a very technical track. This isn't just going around in a circle. This is very, very technical. When coming into 3 and 4, you really have to slow it down, but you also have to remember that you got a quarter of that turn to kick it back up into high gear and start whipping around there and try to catch that to the outside wall. Now, coming out of 3 and 4 is probably the most dangerous part, but when they're shooting down that dog leg and they don't have the best tires, you're definitely going to see some craziness ensue. So we are going to go ahead and pull up a couple drivers for some interviews here in a moment. Let's go ahead and pull up the 58 of Rose. So we have a link with the 58 of Rose. Jamie, up the booth, got a copy? So with tonight here out at Phoenix, how do you feel about the dog leg and 3 and 4 just on old tires? What's your strategy with this one? Because this is a very technical track.
It is. My plan is just mainly to go fast. I'm just out here for fun anyway, so I'm gonna just kind of rip it, try and get clean air, and hope.
Well, and again, you're out there running the 3rd fastest time in practice right now, which has got to feel good. You got to know that you're going to be able to keep pace on this track because, like I said, being technical, that long run is really what's going to start hurting people. About 16, 17 laps, as I was telling people, that's when you're really going to start to feel like you're on ice skates out there. So what's your strategy about getting on old tires and maybe possibly changing your plans?
Oh yeah, just saving right rear, saving tire in general, and hoping that we get a green flag run because I think that's where I'm gonna strive the most. So yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing every race that you come out to. You've definitely got some action still on you out here that is you definitely have some action out here that's still capable to be taken. And I'll tell you what, we look forward to it every single time. Thank you so much, Rose.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. So that was the 58 of Rose. He's out here each week since he's joined GEC, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, and been putting on a great show for us. So we're going to go ahead and pull up one of our veterans, the 66 of Ellswick, and see what he has to say about tonight's race. So we have a link with the 66 of Ellswick up here in the booth. Jamie, do you have a copy?
Yeah, buddy, I got you.
Hey, so what do we feel about tonight, about the dog leg of 3 and 4? How do you think this is going to go?
Yeah, I think you just got to be really careful. You can't try to shoot that dog leg late. If you shoot it late, you're going to get really loose, and that's going to bottom out. You're going to get spun. 3 and 4, I think a lot of people's going to be running the high line to try to get that car to rotate. So you're probably going to see a lot of contact if people's going to try to run the low to get around there because they're going to meet in the middle. But, you know, it's going to be a hard race. I think it's probably going to be some wrecks here. You know, you got to really fight because it's just really a 1 to 2 line groove here. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, each and every week we look forward to seeing what you got, man. I'll tell you, being here for so long, being a veteran at GEC, watching all these new drivers coming in and out, how has the competition gotten harder or maybe even more competitive since the first day you've joined?
Well, the overall field, I think, you know, we've got a really good group of guys here. I think a lot of it for me is, you know, I'm behind. I don't have a lot of experience in these cup cars, so I'm learning each and every day. So I'm kind of more like a rookie in these cars than what I'm used to. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. I think you've got a lot of good guys in here. We got some newcomers that's really showing the speed as well. So I mean, everybody's got a lot closer with these cars. I think there's a lot of us are in probably the same boat too. Is we just don't have a lot of experience with these cars. So I think that's the biggest hurdle we're fighting right now.
Well, and again, I know in the past your team has put on a hell of a show, and you guys were able to take the championship for you. Not your team championship, but you were able to obtain a championship. We're looking forward to seeing you in the playoffs. How's that looking for you at this moment?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've been really blessed and fortunate for the last, you know, couple seasons to get the team championship there, and then myself getting a driver. championship. You know, our cars have really, you know, as a team, we've all really showed really good speed. We're having a lot of problems getting finished towards the end of these races. So, you know, a lot of guys have not been able to finish where we've been running. So I think that's, you know, been a hurdle for us. Why you see us a little bit lower down there in points. But, you know, you also got to look too. You've got some really good dominant teams up here that, you know, when they consecutively run top 5, top 10 every week, it's going to be hard to touch them. You can't have bad weeks like that. So, you know, from the team side, you know, we're pretty comfortable where we're at. You know, of course, we still would like to get more of the field of the cars to get more acclimated on that side. But, you know, for the driver side for me, you know, of course, you'd love to see a couple more drivers on our team be up there. You know, I'm not locked in or anything, but, you know, I do have some points to kind of get my way in there on via points. You know, it would be nice to just get in the playoffs. You know, I've got to get more comfortable with this car before I can consider myself to be even worth trying to run for a championship or even at this point running for a win. So, you know, just trying to stay consistent, get as much points as we can, you know, maybe try to play it like we did last year and, you know, didn't really have a win until we got in the playoffs and then almost won the thing. So, you know, anything can happen. You know, anybody can have a bad race. And honestly, just trying to get really familiar with these cars, and because you know we're going to have several years to come with these cars, so kind of got to get my bearings and get more comfortable with this to build some confidence.
Well, and again, we do look forward to seeing what you guys can do tonight out there on the field. I know McMillan has had some rough finishes here of late. I look forward to see him actually get a good finish as well with you. The struggle is real, but again, I know you guys got it in you to go out there and give it all you got every single week. I thank you so much, and we look forward to it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I look forward to all the guys here. Hopefully Campbell and McCabe can continue what they're doing, and all of us just have a good run tonight and get ready for the holidays and enjoy these couple weeks off. So hopefully we can get this race gone through and have a good finish and take a couple weeks off and get prepared and get ready for some other events that we got going on as a team with some, you know, the endurance side of things with the Rolex 24. So we've got a busy schedule ahead of us too, but, you know, try to get the best we can.
All right, well, you had good luck out there, guys, and have fun most of all.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a great one.
10-4. All right, that was the 66 of Ellswick. We got enough time for one more before they go to start qualifying. I don't want to interrupt their qualifying, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring up the number 4. So we got a link with the number 4 up in the booth. Jamie, you got a copy? Number 4, you got a copy? All right, it looks like we're having communication issues with the number 4 at the moment, which is all right. I still got enough time to bring up one more. If I can make it big enough to... I can't even get to him, man. There we go. We got a link with the 85 Hanneman up in the booth. You got a copy?
Got a copy.
Hanneman. So, Phoenix, 165 laps. What is going through your mind at this point, trying to get out there to get that win?
Just gotta be calm, cool, collected tonight. I think that this track is very good. It's a driver's track. It really depends on the line you use tonight and how you take care of your car. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. It's just to me, it's like I'm in a wild forest right now. It's kind of just vibing with the nature, you know. Kind of just want to do my own thing and don't worry about anyone else, and the race will come to me.
I call it the Happy Gilmore happy place, right?
Yeah.
Just be in your happy place. There's been a lot of talk about the dogleg in 3 and 4 on this track. What's your issue with the dogleg, or maybe even advantage?
I think the dogleg is fine. I think it's just the drivers are just slow. Like, people just need to stop worrying. Just put the gas pedal down a little bit. The car will come to you after a couple laps. I think the passiveness of some of these drivers tonight, it's going to really affect how the race is run. I think it's going to cause more cautions than we really think. So, honestly, just staying out of the way, staying, I guess, up high for a bit, let everyone kind of figure out the bottom of the track, and then let them move around, and then go from there. I think is the best option for tonight.
Well, I will say I do not see a lot of crashes out there as of I've seen maybe 1 or 2 people spinning out. but I really have not seen a lot of people making contact in the practice anyway. So I hope that we can get a good green flag, you know. But again, you never know. It is Phoenix. These guys are all racing out there to try to punch their ticket, and other people are trying to make sure they don't punch their ticket. So again, Hanneman, thank you so much. Great to have you here. Good luck, sir.
Awesome. Thanks, Griffin.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, as they go out there to start their qualifying, we're going to go ahead and see where this unfolds. We have the list up right now, and we will see them start popping on the track here in a moment. Oh, we got Rose out there now. So as it stands right now for our points on our drivers for the point standings of Season 5 at GEC NASCAR, we have our leader of Raymond Hanneman up front with 281 points. We have in second place Harrison Whitehead with 245. Joshua Barr with 223 in third. Shane Cochran's in fourth with 220. Wesley Lynch is going to be out there tied with Shane Cochran for 220, and they are fighting for that fourth spot. Caleb Ellswick is also in the playoff bubble with 209. We just spoke with him earlier. Curtis Sabron, sorry again, 197 in this, in the seventh. Sabron in the seventh place. Dustin Haynes, 194 in the eighth place. Logan Wilson, 194 in the eighth place as well, tied up with Dustin Haynes. They are going to be fighting for that playoff opening. How many's in the playoffs this season?
We're going 10 deep this season.
10 deep. So that means they both have a chance to get in. And then we have Jay Marion with 190 in that 10th spot. So hopefully these guys shake it up a little bit. We're probably going to see a lot of that come here soon. But as we are getting to the end of the season here, they're going to be pushing harder. The competition's going to be getting way crazier. But the drivers that are currently right outside the bubble are going to be Dustin Haynes in the 11. Dustin Haynes and Klaus Brahm. Just right outside that spot, only by 11 points for Haynes and 15 points for Braun. So they even have a chance to still steal those spots away from another driver if they can get out there and have a great race tonight. Obviously, we have a bunch of drivers that have already won this season. Raymond Hanneman has already punched his ticket. Whitehead has punched his ticket. Cochran, Wilson, Lynch, and Coonan have all punched their tickets into the playoff with a win. That's a lot of different drivers that are out there winning. That's great to see. As far as team standings, looks like Street Limit Racing is at the top with 218, followed up by Limited Time Motorsports with 190. We got Tachyon Sim Sport with 181. In and Out Esport Group 169. And then NPC Motorsports following up with 154. Racing's Edge with 38. As they're finishing up their qualifying laps, we're going to go ahead and get to our national anthem here soon, as soon as they grid up. Last one on the track is Lynch, and he took that second spot from Hanneman out there with a faster lap. All right. And as we come to green here in a moment, we're going to go to our section. Who's your pick? Eric White, who is your pick for tonight? We got a communication area with Eric, but he only knows one driver anyway, so he's going to pick Borrow. We're just going to give him Borrow. Austin, who is your pick? Hello?
Ooh. I didn't get much of a chance to watch the practice this week, being pretty busy, but I'm gonna give my pick to the 58 car, Rose. Seen some great things out of him. He's obviously one of the higher rated drivers, if not the highest rated driver by iRating standing. But he's had some unfortunate incidents in the couple of races he has been here with us. And I'm pretty sure without those, he'd be a podium driver for both races instead of just one. He did take second place in his first race with us, and I think he's got a win coming up here pretty shortly.
I would agree. All right, guys, we're going to switch over to the national anthem. God bless America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I believe so. We got 3 weeks off before the next race as well.
Go bed. Bed.
Wow. The 24 and the 88 involved in that.
Oh, I know this track. I mean, you can't just go full throttle the whole time. You gotta ease into it a little bit here and there. That, I mean, you just, you know, we had fun on it. We were all kind of new back then. Season 1, season 2, we were still fresh. I was still new to it. Looking forward to coming back. I know it's going to be interesting with all the new talent that you guys have gotten over the last, well, what season we in now? Like 6 seasons, 7 seasons? Since I've been gone? Oh, season 5. Okay, so I've been gone for 3 seasons. So, a minimum, I've been gone for 3 seasons. And I knew back then we had some good talent. I see Ellswick's still here, Cochran's still here, Barrow is still here, Campbell's still here. So I mean, it's good to see those guys still in it, still getting it with us since the beginning. I'm happy to see that, and I see the new talent, you know, Hanneman and them. You know, that Street Limit Racing team is just tough. So I know Joe needs me out there, and I'm gonna be, you know, making an effort to get back in there with you guys. Nice to see if this goes a couple of laps green. It'd be really nice to see it. These guys just need to take their time, get in their line, and then worry about the passing. You know, there's a lot of laps, so there's no reason to just rush it right now. Well, I see it looks like Loveless was listed as out. It's a shame if that's his night already, you know, 9 laps in. I mean, this is a very tricky track if you don't know what you're doing. I know Ellswick was worried because he's not comfortable 100% in the Cup cars. And I mean, for good reason. They're fast, and sliding up into the wall is definitely easy to do. Right. Yeah, my biggest thing is that little dog leg right there where everybody shoots low, then comes back up out. I mean, even if you have your spotters, you know, spotting for you, there's a good chance you come up out of that dog leg, you're gonna get into somebody right there. Right, it doesn't usually mark them until you're right on top of them, and by then, depending on your speed and depending on how worn your tires are, you and whoever's the unfortunate car that's there may have a short race. Right. Yeah, just seeing that. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. I mean, you've got, I mean, we're only 14 laps in, man. You've got all the time in the world to try and pick your chances to try and make that move underneath. If you've got the speed and you're coming out of that dog leg and you know for a fact you got them, then go for it. No flag? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he might have went low and came up high, and Yeah. Yeah, my ooh, wow. Yeah, 70. Really, ooh. It looks like he did still scuff the back quarter panel there on that driver's side, so seen some sparks come off that. I'm glad 70 was able to slow down and not take a lot more damage he could have taken. Everybody was good at getting down underneath him and getting by him without making contact, so that's good.
Man, the only thing I can chalk it up to be is right there on that restart, everybody's on cold tires. I didn't want to jump down on that dog leg and cut the apron or nothing like that. We're just gonna ride the yellow line, and I guess Lynch just assumed I was going for the dog leg and didn't, and he just right into the door of me. I just didn't even think about a fast repair, to be honest with you, and that's more driver error than anything. So unfortunate, but hopefully we can have a good race for the rest of it and not be too bad. Not too many more cautions. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's hope for a good 50 lap stretch. Yeah, I mean that right there is going to make everything a lot more interesting, is what the pit strategy of these teams is going to be when we get into the later stages, and how often they're going to try and change tires. How many sets of tires do they get today? Oh, we went up to 6 tires. Well, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, I see the laps have gone up. And I mean, I'm excited, dude. Looking at everything that's going on with the league right now. I mean, you guys are doing a wonderful job. I mean, it's hard to believe that it started out with just me, you, and a few of the other guys that aren't currently here right now. Take a little break, which is understandable. Sometimes you do get burnt out. But 5 of us. Mason Arujo. We ended up recruiting Barrow, and he stuck it out. So, I mean, that was it. That was just the original 4, and then we got Barrow, and he's a good dude and a good racer, tough competitor. I mean, yeah, we're teammates, but we've always been under the understanding that, you know, when it's down to the last 5 laps, we are teammates, so we will not wreck each other, but ain't nothing wrong with rubbing. That's what I'm saying. I was about to say, it looks like we got some people staying up towards the wall because they don't want to get clipped when people come up off that dogleg apron. So I see a lot of people staying up towards the wall, staying up high, maybe just biding time, waiting to see if another accident's going to happen. I mean, hopefully we can get some green flag racing. We'll see. I mean, it's looking pretty good right now. Let's just hope it stays this way right now. Yeah, I mean, looking at it right now, it's Rose and Lynch that are up there, you know, chomping at the bit right now, trying to get up on Coonan there. Oh wow! So he's a good talent to have. I mean, looks like he made some contact with the wall, and Rose is going to take advantage of that little slowdown there.
Sun goes down, my spirit's free. Nothing left but our energy.
94. Using it. Wow, that back quarter panel. Yeah, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose some speed due to that. That was a good contact. Really, really hard contact. I mean,
What's up, Cochran?
How's it going, fellas? Yeah, I apparently got a black flag and didn't notice it, and then I got DQ'd for not serving it. Yeah, I think I might have. I went in the pits there to top off on fuel, and I think the pit road closed without me noticing, and then I just didn't even see it. I got a speeding penalty, so I got an EOL. I thought I was all good to go, but anyway, I'm here with you guys now.
no, got a little blinking going on with Rose. Yeah, I'm here trying to keep things interesting, trying to keep things exciting. Give a little back and forth with Mr. Griffin here. Yeah, it kind of looks like Barrow has lost 8 positions now. I think he started in 3rd or 4th and has now fallen to 12th. I'm going to have to give him the shame. Oh, I'm sure you did. You know what? And the thing is, if I was here for that pick, I'd have probably said Hanneman. But, yeah, no, I always root for a teammate first. Every time. Oh, yeah, 0.07. He's getting close. Oh. Yeah, they are neck and neck coming out of that turn. Matching up 27.8. 27.8 both came through that turn. It looks like Coonan is just not giving it up just yet. Ooh. Oh, a little bit more contact there. Wow, they are. Well, the thing is now that those two are racing side by side, they're not going to have any, draft to work with here. Not going to have any buddy system going on. Lynch should be able to close that gap. Oh man, Double contact. Yeah, yeah. I think the second time he hit the wall, that front left tire is wobbling.
Yes, I do. I just got a speeding penalty, so. So. Damn it. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, it's gonna be an EOL. No, you're all right. But nah, that was a really fun race up there. But I gotta fight through the field now, so that's fun. Yeah, I just need to pass cars now, but oh well, it's fine. I think I could, if I just would have gotten clean air, I would have been fine, but because I think I am a little bit quicker on but I just need clean air. That's the biggest problem. Where's the Stephanie car? Yeah, thank you.
Oh, come on, hold it together. I think Hanneman was kind of, like he said earlier, he's going to wait, try and pick his spot. $16. Was that Joe Barrow? Oh, there it goes. McMillan, I remember McMillan. Well, let's hope Barrow's got a fast repair. Hopefully, he didn't have to use it on any of the earlier incidents. Looks like he's still on the lead lap. Looks like he is still currently on the lead lap. Let's see if he can maintain speed, I guess. That's all you can do. Yeah, let him stay down there and, feel it out for a little bit. Give him 10 lap. Right. I'm gonna guess that he may have already used the fast repair. You know what? Go ahead and pull him up. Let's get him in here and see what he's got going on. Because I mean it.
Speaking of Griffin,
Well, I'm
tip
kinda
from the
curious
58
if,
car. Pull them up once they're already back in grid instead of when they're in pit, so they don't run into each other coming out of pit. Rose is saying he was having trouble communicating coming out of the pit because we were interviewing him. Also, somebody said something about possibly not hearing the people that we're interviewing, so we might want to check in on that. Hello, hello. Nice. We got the Jamie stream. Oh my god. Holy crap.
What a ride. Looked like Brahm got loose in the dog leg and
Looks like
got somebody up
70s
on the roof.
Looks like 70s kid
Yeah.
do it again.
No, that's a very much yes. Sorry, I'm looking at this replay. $41 claim
Oh
copy.
no.
Oh yeah, he was just minding his own business and got sideswiped there.
So that's the thing about trying to speed up too quick coming out of the turn 3 there. Wow. No, 52 tried to avoid the. Looks like 52 just tried to avoid the crash and might have dipped down too far on 70. Hopefully Coonan can make it back around to the pits, and hopefully he's still got that fast repair. Yeah, he's smoking pretty good. Down below that, he says it seems fixed now, though. Griffin disappeared. It seems fixed now. Cannot hear Jamie.
Okay,
You need to look at input.
Yeah, I got it. It was me. How long have I been muted like that?
A hot minute. A hot minute, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it must have been since I switched. I probably haven't been broadcasting the whole race.
I really hope not.
No, I'm pretty sure I haven't.
Oh no.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
So the whole time, all anybody's gonna hear is me talking and you trying to interview the drivers.
Yeah.
Come on, I expect better.
Yeah, I expect better too. That's terrible, man. Yeah, see, I should have noticed that when Jason said something. I wasn't even looking at the chat. Oh, that's so stupid, man. We were doing, I was doing, oh man, that sucks. That's alright though. As we're on our 7th caution of the night, unfortunately, it looks like things are really starting to what?
7th caution of the night.
Hey man, it is what it is, unfortunately.
It is. I mean,
well, it looks like things are really getting shaken up out there due to all the chaos ensuing.
oh yeah, Ellswick is going to be leading the pack coming back out. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, Ellswick's in the front with McCabe, Lynch, Rose, and Barrow.
So you putting me down for Barrow, not too far off now.
Yeah.
Now, the driver picks, do you do that for the announcing booth or?
Well, yeah, I do it from the announcer booth, but nobody ever heard me do it, so.
Right, so recap it, I guess.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's go ahead and recap. Who's your pick? Barrow for you. Oh, well, Austin, he's probably dealing with some issues right now.
Yeah.
Being race control, he's probably pretty busy at the moment.
I could imagine. Who's your pick tonight?
So my pick was actually going to be I forgot now. Everything, all the chaos is ensued. I just completely forgot who I picked. I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to ask Watson if he knows. All right, guys. The lights are off the pace car. We're gonna go back green flag racing. Here we are, 66 on the outside, inside, 35 on the outside. Let's hopefully we can keep this green flag racing going. We still got a lot of racing to go, guys. Only 48 laps into 165 lap race. Green flag is out. Ellswood gets a nice little jump with McCabe on the outside of him, jumping down into the dog leg and then coming back out. We've seen some issues already with them going 3 or 4 wide into that section and just not being able to get it done. Barrow down low, dropping behind the 33. Looks like they are side by side. McCabe and Rose out there fighting for position. Rose, as we just spoke to, had that speeding penalty. Unfortunate to get a speeding penalty, but with the caution that came out, he was able to get back up front again. And we already know that he's able to maintain that speed. And another caution comes out involving Jay Marion and Coonan. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that.
That might be Coonan's night.
Oh, that's definitely, he had to jump to the pits, unfortunately. Oh, it looks like the 23 had gotten up into the wall a little bit coming out of turn 1. Oh, he got loose coming out of turn 1, smacked the wall, came back down into Campbell. Oh, no. And then the 94 made contact.
That's a hard hit.
That's terrible. You hate to see that. especially this early in the race. We've seen a lot of drivers already have to use that fast repair. It looks like he did have to jump to the pits, so that is going to be Coonan's night. Unfortunately, he is not going to get a chance to come out here and win 3 in a row.
Win 3 in a row. Almost got the 3-peat. One race short.
He was so close to it.
And he was running strong up there in the beginning. So, you know, this is going to be a hard one to swallow tonight. And in a race early like that.
Where did our other broadcaster go, Cochran?
Not quite sure. I haven't heard him in a minute or two.
No, he bounced out. Looks like Whitehead is still in the pit, getting damage repaired. Klaus is now back out, but it looks like he may be a lap down. No, it does look like he's on the lead lap. We have 3 drivers that are currently out. 23 of Coonan, 86 of Shane Cochran, and the 88 of Loveless.
Yeah, the Cochran though, to get it DQ'd from the black flag, that's tough. I mean, it wasn't even a damage-related incident. It was speeding in the pits, and to get the black flag, he didn't see it.
Sorry, I was just jumping around. Were you talking about me, or did it get somebody else too?
No, you're good. We were like, where did Cochran go?
We were wondering where you took off to, and we were just talking about you getting DQ'd is a tough way to go for the night, just on something simple, not accident related.
Yeah, rough night for Racer Edge. Racing Edge. But yeah, when I saw Coonan got caught up in that first wreck, I figured I'd jump back in the team chat and try to coach him back up through the field. And I think he was 3 laps down, and then he was trying to make up for lost time there and got loose.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to come out pushing hard, and just you could see that he got loose just a little bit, but it was that just a little bit was just enough.
Well, as we go back, green flag racing. Looks like Ellswick got a decent jump, but they're right on top of him. Hanneman, Lynch, and the 35 of McCabe right there, all right behind him.
Let's just hope we get some green flag racing. It looks like we might have a little contact right there.
Barrow and McMillan together.
Yeah.
Herman taking it 3 wide.
Well, and as we've seen, that has not played out in the other laps of this race, going 3 wide, coming around that corner.
No, only I can do that kind of thing. It's my favorite thing to do, push it 3 wide.
More rubbing that way.
Exactly.
Lynch trying to come around the outside on Ellswick.
Let's see if he can make it happen here. Ellswick holding it down low. It looks like he's able to maintain some speed, but Lynch is going to have that top side, which is going to give him a little bit coming out of the corner. Lynch wiggles a little bit.
Oh, no.
Ellswick sideways, but saves it somehow. What in the world?
Hanneman got under Rose and pushed it so deep into the turn, he had to come up and rest a little weight on Ellswick there.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a hell of a move from Ellswick, being able to save that, man. That wow.
Well, he said he was trying to get a feel for these cars. I'm sure he's getting a good handful tonight.
Well, as we have another caution that has hit the track, it looks like it's between Whitehead and Barrow. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened.
Oh, they synchronized spin.
No way. That's crazy.
No contact at
Dude,
all.
oh my, what in the world? Tell me you saw that.
Yeah.
I'm watching it right now. I mean, it's the exact same cut and the exact same cut back. And I mean, thankfully they didn't make contact and take any real damage.
No, it doesn't. I
just
don't. I
burned up
can't
some tires.
tell. I can't. Let's see if Joe actually hit that wall.
I didn't see him hit the wall. It kind of just looks like he was coming around that corner, and they both the ass end of both their vehicles broke it. Oh, it looks like they did touch that tarp, the Geico tarp.
Yeah, it reminds me every now and then I get right up behind somebody at Charlotte and follow them right into the wall on turn 1 entry. Sometimes when you get locked into someone's rear bumper, you follow them wherever they're going, even if where they're going's down on the apron and getting loose. That's what it looked like to me. Whitehead following Barrow down there and got them both.
Yeah, it looks like Joe was able to stay off the wall by at least a foot. Ninth caution of the night.
An unusual amount of cautions here at GEC here tonight at Phoenix. But again, we already knew going into this race, this is a slippery track. On fresh tires, on worn tires, it doesn't matter. It's just a slick track.
Yeah, you just gotta get into a groove, and I mean, I think here shortly we'll probably start seeing some laps put down under green.
Well, and as it stands right now, we still have only three drivers that are out of the race. We have Saban, which it looks like he is 2 laps down, and Anthony, which is 5 laps down.
Not for nothing, but what was the stage?
Oh, well, and again, stage, I think it was at 45.
Yeah.
So we already crossed that threshold.
When is the second stage?
Second stage, I believe, is at 90.
90, okay. Let's hope we can get there under green.
All right, pace cars off the track. These guys are going to be lining back up with the 85 on the outside, 33 on the inside.
Lynch and Hanneman. This is going to be a little bit of a dogfight up here up front.
Well, keep in mind, they are teammates, so I don't expect too much bumping and grinding, but again, they are out there trying to get a win.
Right.
Oh, and it looks like the 94 car has a little bit of damage on the front. He got a slow start, getting a little push by Whitehead there.
Looks like 94 may have made a little bit of contact with the car in front of him on that restart.
That is possible as well, but it looks like he's got front end damage. I hope that isn't going to affect his pace. Looks like he's got some right side damage as well. Oh, and we got another car sideways going out of the dog leg with no caution. Looks like he was able to save it somehow. Back there with Marion at the moment.
Looks like you may have made contact with the wall. McMillan back there.
Yeah, just a tad bit. Looks like the 70 of Herman shooting out a little bit of sparks coming around that corner. Well, you're 66 laps in. We have 99 laps to go. These guys have a long stretch. The caution, the stage caution is going to come up at lap 90. That's going to give everybody a chance to regroup. Maybe a couple drivers get some laps back. Do they get style points for that spin, Walter says? Yes, absolutely. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Two cars synchronized. It looked like they were dancing almost. But it looks like Hanneman's still up front. Rose right behind him. Rose is also looking to punch his ticket for the playoffs, but Ellswick, as he said earlier in his interview, he wants to punch that ticket as well. Where you couldn't hear me asking the questions, but you heard him answering them. Looks like these guys got a decent amount of separation on them.
Side by side for the lead. Oh no!
Well, we got an issue. What happened?
Yeah, Hanneman and Rose just had contact.
Go ahead and take a look at that.
Oof.
It's coming out that.
Can't tell who. It looked like Hanneman came down a little bit too much.
They just didn't agree on the braking angle there, the entry to turn 3.
Yeah, it looked like Rose tried to hang low the whole time, but Hanneman may have came down, rubbed him a little bit. But...
Well, it looks like we got a caution from Whitehead out there. Something happened. Ellswick getting in the side of Whitehead, unfortunately. Oh.
Oh no.
So Whitehead's going to have a good amount of damage on him.
Oh, they say he just couldn't regain traction either.
Well, it looks like Brahm was also involved in that somehow.
Yeah, I think he clipped Whitehead after the fact. Well, Whitehead was kind of sitting there waiting for the field to go by to get back turned around.
Oh no.
Oh, that's gonna be his night.
Wow, this is a storm of a race already, boys. I expect the post-race venting to be exciting.
A little bit of in-race venting going on too.
Yeah, I thought I heard some mics going off. I still don't know how I can hear people talking in there.
I'm pretty sure they're out there chirping. Let's not broadcast that on the broadcast though, because they may be saying some pretty mean things.
Oh no, the broadcast can't hear what the drivers are saying in the simulator. They're so low I can barely hear them. But I can hear them for some reason. I don't know why. I have it all muted. But that's also gonna shuffle this whole race up all over again. As we're in our 10th caution already. We may actually have another driver out, possibly on that last one. But it looks like they're double file. Lights are off the pace car. We're going to be going green flag racing. 33 inside, 35 outside. Got the 70 behind the first place, behind that 33, and you got the 3 car behind the 35. Haynes and Herman. Here we go, coming around turn 3, about to get into that restart zone.
Let's go, Joe.
And Lynch, there he goes. With that pause start, holding people. Good, smart move on his part. But that wasn't fooling Herman. Herman's right on his backside. 33 on the outside, 70 diving down low to take the lead.
Campbell saved a slide there into turn 1.
It looks like 70 is going to be able to take that spot. You said Campbell saved it?
Yeah, he saved it. Got a little bit of contact from somebody there, I believe. But no harm, no foul.
Take that spot back from Herman.
Well, that's a couple laps led for Herman, but it does look like Lynch may possibly be taking that back from him.
Rose is on the march up to 4th.
We know Rose has that speed to be able to get up into the front and stay there. He's going to be a dangerous competitor if he can get up into the front.
2 by 2.
I know, this is crazy
make it
racing.
3.
3 by 3. 35, 33, 58. 3 wide. Now 3 wide with the 3, 33, and 58. These guys are giving us a hell of a show.
I'm getting thirsty looking at this 6-pack for the lead.
I know, this is crazy. They're all so close.
Oh, yeah, looking at this 6-pack. That's cute.
3 wide for the lead.
And that the pack of 6 that's up there is actually a lot further ahead. So if we go ahead and switch to the last one, which is Haynes, the person closest to him is almost a whole second, which is Ellswick, which is closing in quick. But they got a good gap.
Just like that. Rose and Hanneman break away.
Oh, Herman's getting a little high on those, coming out of those turns.
.58 getting a little distance above our champion Hanneman. He's now about 0.5.
Oh, Harmon tapped the wall. He's going
there
around.
It is.
Upside down again.
Oh, wow. He went in the wall hard. There's no way he's going to be able to survive that one.
Woo. He has already used his fast repair tonight.
Yeah, and he hit hard.
I'm gonna have to rewind that a little bit because it started.
Oh,
us
and he
up.
got clipped again. Oh, Barrow just barely making it through that pileup. Three, possibly four cars all collected, made contact. Wow.
Yeah, that's
He had parts flying off.
sort of looked like the 70 came down into the 98
Yeah, I think he got in the wall.
or the 94. Yeah.
Yeah, he was coming out of those turns pretty quick, and I seen him almost clip the wall on a couple laps ago. So, I mean, we know it's a slippery track, so.
Well, here we are on caution 11, guys. We're barely getting to the threshold of half of this race. Do you suspect that we're going to see these guys calming down a little bit? Or do you think we're going to continue to see this aggression?
Well, I see the ones, the culprits that have caused a lot of the repeat accidents, cautions, working themselves out of the race. And then I see it simmering down, and then we get ourselves some green flag racing.
Well, there was a few drivers involved in that. 70 of Herman, Marion, the 11 car, they were involved in that, unfortunately. Dustin Haynes was involved in that.
Yeah, it was a good little clip there. That, I mean, like I said, I seen a few laps ago. Herman was coming up high out of the turns and almost made contact with the wall, you know, and then coming out of this last turn, it broke loose.
Herman and ouch, that hurt. Yeah, that looks like it did hurt.
Yeah, you seen car parts flying off. I think his front bumper went flying.
What did Ricky Bobby say? I'm flying through the air. This is not good.
Hey, I'm upside down. This is not good.
Those lights coming off of that pace car. He's going to be getting off the track right now. We got the 85 on the outside, 58 of Rose on the inside. We're going to be green flag racing around turn 3.
Yeah, this race reminds me of playing Smash Brothers on 64. You just watch everyone's lives dwindle and try to hide in a corner
Yeah.
and make it to the end.
Or what was it? What was it in wrestling, King of the Ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hide off in the corner to make sure nobody sees me. We're green flag. Rose getting a hell of a start. 85 on the outside with a 35 below him. '85 still able to maintain that second place position. As he's been
lag in the stream there.
Is there a little lag in the stream?
Yeah, it locked up on me just a little bit. Now it's catching up.
Well, at least we're on the same lap. The other day it went back like 5 minutes, dude.
Oh no.
Well, I expect most of the race to go green flag after all of this. I'm pretty sure they're all calmed down now. Everybody's organized. They're ready to put on a show.
Ooh, Campbell and Barrow get together, just a little door slamming, no problem. Oh, one out another.
Three wide with the 3 of Haynes, Campbell, and Barrow.
Whoa, a little more.
Little contact with the 3 and the number 4.
Barr's going to try to take advantage of that.
Oh, 84 sideways into the wall. On the inside, spins out, comes back up onto the track.
Still green.
No caution.
That was 94, wasn't it?
84.
Looked like Barr might have just went off the track too back there.
Take a look at that real quick. It looks like he got down into that dog leg and it just sent him sideways.
Yeah.
Smashed that wall on the inside, unfortunately.
Right there goes 94. Is that 94 or 84?
I believe it's Whitehead, the 84.
Caution never
Barr
came
is
out.
Up to 7th.
Very controversial race.
For anyone keeping track, I have just been disqualified for a second time.
Oh, really? Oh my
Just popped
god.
up.
Well, as we check in with our leader, Rose, of the 58, he is actually gaining. He's 1.5 in ahead of Hanneman at this moment.
Stream on my end is starting to get a little lag in it, so it may not be up to where you guys are. Technical difficulties with the broadcast.
Yeah, Scott said in the chat, I agree with that. Definitely don't know how that stayed green. These guys are getting a lot of separation on them. Oh, and we do have a yellow. I believe that's going to be our stage. That is going to be our stage, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sure everybody out there on the track right now is kind of happy for this stage under green. They might want to switch out some tires.
Well, as of current, we have 5 drivers that are no longer in the race. 70 of Herman, 41 of Braun, 23 of Coonan, 86 of Cochran, and 88 of Lovelace.
Well, I guess let's see who gets out of pit road. Say the last 10 laps are going to be the best part of this race.
Oh, I guarantee it. Well, and again, this race has already been shaken up so much. Who knows who can win this one?
Yeah, the field's been shuffled completely a couple of times. But there's one constant, you know, one guy that kind of stands out to me, and that's Joe Barrow, just hanging out right in the middle of the field the whole night.
Well, I imagine Joe's trying to avoid any kind of issues due to, I'm sure he's used that fast repair already.
Oh, yeah. He's just been bouncing back and forth between 12th and, 6th quite often tonight.
So,
Well, I just took a peek. It looks like our top 8 have not used their fast repair just yet.
really? So Barrow hasn't used it?
At least that's what's shown on my screen.
Wow.
Yeah, his
So
program's a
all
little
those
bit more
times he got
sophisticated.
contact. Yeah, so all the times he had all that contact, he's really trying to save that for the end.
Oh, you know it, because, and again, the conversation I previously had with Barrow is he seems to always get screwed right there at the end. So
Yeah.
he hasn't had the greatest season that he was wanted, and I imagine he's looking to maybe do something good tonight.
I think his biggest thing is he just needs his teammate back.
Yeah,
Try
the
to-
number 7.
Yeah, that number 7 get out there and shake some things up.
Well, I don't know if we needed more shook up than it already is, guys. We're going back green flag racing. Pace cars came off the track. 85 on the outside again. 58 on the inside again.
We got Barrow up in 5th now.
Yep, Barrow's in 5th. 66 is in 3rd. And 52 is in 4th. Here we go. A little bit of a late start by the 52 of Campbell. Getting Barrow stuck up behind him a little bit. Looks like they are going, nope, not 3 wide quite.
Oh, they came close. Rose out to a good jump though.
I'm taking a peek at Hanneman's Twitch stream right now. He was not very pleased with the way Ellswick ran him high on that restart in the dogleg. Looking to take that position back.
Yeah, I didn't even actually see that. And it looks like Ellswick's falling underneath the 30, or falling above the 33. 33 is going to take that. Lynch on the outside of 66 right now, battling for that 3rd spot.
Looks like the 3 car is starting to put a little pressure on Barrow back there.
Oh, it looks like we had somebody hit the wall back there.
McCabe or McMillan?
I don't think it was McMillan. I think it was
It
Anthony.
was Anthony, yep. Well, let's see how this shakes up because he's still on the track and the lead of the pack's coming around.
Oh, that was a hard hit too. Bumper flying off and everything.
Yeah, I'm taking it back. I'm going to take a look at it. Looks like he might have downshifted or something.
Oof. Not quite sure what happened there.
But we are going to stay green flag here at Phoenix. With over 100 laps in already, these guys only have 62 laps to go. But a lot of chaos can ensue in 60 laps.
You're not kidding. We've seen it all race. I think we're 12, 13 cautions in. Ooh, you see these guys on these new tires if they've got them on the last pit there. Coming out that last turn there, they were all drifting up high to that high side on that blue wall. Still see a lot of guys trying to use that dog leg.
Yes, me personally, you won't catch me using it.
I'll tell you what, that's what I expected, but when I practiced this car, I actually found the apron to be safer than that first lane to the right of the seam.
Yeah,
which is
that
where
is
a lot of guys run.
Yeah, that's where they slid out, both of them at the same time right there. Same place.
So for me, it was safer to cut down on the apron.
Did Barrow just go over the pit line?
It happens. They just can't do that when somebody's coming out of pit.
That's fair all the way to the wall there. Whatever you want.
Looks like Rose still out front with a little bit of a commanding lead. Still 1 second over Hanneman.
Thinking Barrow's damage on his car. If he hasn't used his fast repair, he may do it if there's another caution.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he's drifting back slowly. I mean he was up in 5th. He's already dropped to 8th. 3's got a pretty decent lead on him, almost half a second already. And it seems as though watching his time right now, he's slowly drifting back further and further and further. So I think either the damage is catching up with him and he's already used it, or he hasn't used it and he plans on using it soon.
Looks like we got a report of Marion crashing.
Yeah, he's about to go across pit or the start finish line there.
Oh yeah, spun all by himself. Got it back moving.
You know, you gotta just be easy going into those turns and coming out of those turns. It looks like he got down on that apron. I mean, even at Daytona, touching that apron can really give you a problem.
Like I said, I do imagine that this is going to be colorful commentary in the post-race venting. Austin is going to have his work cut out for him as race control tonight.
Definitely going to have to make sure the post-race interviews are PG-13 for anybody that we may have watching the stream.
Facts.
Probably up to 16 people in here. We're going to have to make sure everybody keeps the venting to a minimum.
He's been trading fastest laps back and forth, maintaining about a second gap there.
Who has?
Rose and Hanneman, first and second place. That last lap, Hanneman was 0.2 faster.
It looks like Hanneman's getting caught up behind some traffic right at the moment, too. Able to pass
Marion recovering from that spin. Identical lap times their last lap. As Hanneman tries to eat away at the lead.
Does look like Rose is slowly pushing that gap further and further.
Yeah, currently Rose is still 1 second in front of Hanneman.
Yeah, 18 laps into this run, tire wear is going to become a much bigger issue here than it did on the short runs we saw earlier in the race. Be curious to see who's been saving a little bit of that right rear tire.
Well, Hanneman keeps using that dog leg to drop down to try and close that gap. And it kind of looks like Rose is just floating up a little bit. So guess we'll see.
Ooh, second, third, and fourth, all a tenth faster than our leader that lap. You got to wonder what Rose did with those tires getting out front like that. If that's going to come back to bite him here in the long run.
Definitely not something I even thought of, you're right. Because it looks like, well, and again, he's still got that 1 second on Hanneman and 3 seconds on Elswick.
Yeah, it looks like Rose is getting a great run out of 4. Pre-race, when I was chatting with my teammate, we were discussing whether or not it was worth downshifting to 3rd on entry to 3. It was definitely faster if you're going for a qualifying lap or on a short run, but it did eat up that right rear tire, and that might be how some of these guys are able to save if you just stay in 4th. It feels a little sluggish, but it really saves the tire on the long run. Lynch now the fastest car on the track, coming up behind Elswick for 3rd.
Yeah, Race Control is definitely going to have their work cut out for them tonight. But it looks like the last part of this race is going pretty good.
Yeah, McMillan tapped the wall about a lap ago, but just a little door kiss might have even helped him gain a 10th there.
Rose blinking out a little bit. Hanneman still trying to catch him, but now he's fallen 0.3 further back. It's now 1.4 behind Rose. Those tires are definitely coming into effect. Caution comes out.
Speed Rose is putting on the rest of the pack though right now is
Ellswick and somebody.
substantial.
Ellswick and Lynch.
It looks like Ellswick just got a little too low. Clipped that apron a lot like Barrow and Whitehead did on the exit of 4. Collected Lynch on the way.
Oof.
That is no good for Lynch because it looks like he had damage.
Coming back from that.
Yeah, this is going to open up some strategy here. We are in the pit window and the fuel window. I'm not sure if you want to go 40 laps on tires, but you could go about 42 laps on fuel. So if you save a little under caution from here on out, you could make it without stopping again.
Well, we have cars dropping like flies out here at Phoenix due to damage.
Austin, is there a way to see who still has a fast repair?
He actually, he's disconnected right now. He's actually in the race.
Oh.
I can take a look here. And well, some people are still pitting, so let's let them come out and see who used it on these stops.
Okay.
Looks like McMillan stayed out. I'm not sure why. You're gonna get eaten up on old tires, 27 lap old tires at that.
Yeah, that's a little extreme. But there's some kind of plan behind it.
Ooh, Ellswick with a second claim. He's parked for the night.
Oh, the 66 just got parked?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that last hit on the wall, he already used his fast repair earlier, so that's what I was saying just now when I seen that last accident. I said that's probably his night.
Well, he was parked because that was his second claim. So even if he wanted to try and repair, he's not going to have a chance.
Gotcha.
Yeah, since you've been gone, our new thing is you claim 2 cautions. If they're your fault and you claim them, you're parked.
Gotcha.
Well, pace car's getting off the track. The 68 did not pit, so this is really going to be an interesting restart. Hanneman on the outside of him, Campbell behind him with Lynch right there.
Yeah,
McMillan just wanted that 1 point for leading 1 lap.
You know, that's not a terrible idea, but he is going to get just eaten alive here.
Where's Rose? Rose is back in 10th for the restart. Wow.
Rose had something going on, must have been. And we got the restart.
Might have taken care of some optionals.
I'm sure McMillan didn't get the jump he wanted, but looks like he's still going to be out there. Comes out, hits that outside wall.
Oh, Campbell in the wall. Everybody swerving around him. He's going to lose a couple positions, but looks like he's going to be okay. I'll tell you who's looking fast right here is the 94 car.
Oh, 68 sideways again. He's able to maintain it.
What
Them
a
old
save.
tires. What a save.
We got two more cars riding the wall.
But he would've
Lynch
wished
and
he would've got
Haynes.
tires now.
Lynch and Haynes both kissed the wall in the turn, then both kissed the wall again on the exit. Whitehead slides up into the 3, saves it. It's getting wild now. Meanwhile, Hanneman just pulling away at the front, 2/10 faster than the rest of the field.
Well, and that definitely brings to question what happened to Rose. But he is back there in
6th.
Yeah, he's fighting his way back up to the front.
He's already moved up to 4th.
Yeah, it looks like he has a
Battle back
blinking
towards
issue.
the go.
I hope that blinking clears up for him. A little bit of contact between McCabe and Barrow as they go 3 wide coming out of 1 and 2. Barrow takes that spot away from Rose. And Rose finds himself back in front of those cars. Barrow loses 2 or 3 spots on that one.
Went back and looked at that pit cycle. Rose came out of pit road in 3rd, but then gave up all the positions. So he must have gotten an EOL penalty either from speeding or something else related to pit road. And that's how he got back in the pack there on that restart.
Oh, we got Hanneman 1.5 seconds in front of Barr right now. This is the first time Barr's been up in the front. Let's see what he can do about catching Hanneman, maybe. Rose now back into 3rd place.
Yeah, Rose, fastest car on the track.
He's on the backside of 94 right now, looking at 2nd.
Barrow and Whitehead both kissed the wall there a lap or 2 ago around the start and finish line.
Well, and as this is an unusual race for GEC, we don't normally see this many drivers that have to drop out due to damage. Hopefully these guys can complete the rest of this race and we don't have to see anybody else out. As it stands, this has broken a record for how many drivers has been removed from the race due to damage, or removed, period. So far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers that are no longer in the race.
There is only 1 car a lap down. That's 68 of McMillan, so he's just a lucky dog away from getting right back in the fight, too. Oh, make that 2. He just looks like he just lost the lap.
Yeah, the leader's just passed him. But as we're keeping up with it, Rose is only 1 second now behind Hanneman. He is catching fast.
Should be there in 5 laps based on my math.
Rose only half a second back now.
Yeah, he is catching Hanneman fast. Hanneman's going to have to maintain those tires. And I'm sure he sees him in the rear view and on the relative, so he's probably continues to look at that. I know I would be. But if we put it in perspective, he started all the way in the back, guys.
Yeah. He's moved up fast. We got just under 25 laps to go.
Yeah, not much more in this race. I do expect to see the guys complete it, but we'll see if we have another caution or not tonight. They are going pretty wide in the back there at the moment. McMillan bounces off that wall real quick. 94, 35, and 33 avoid that incident. Looks like Barrow had actually pitted. No, he didn't pit. He just went down there, that's all. As we have another guest in the booth, the number 19 of Mason Arujo is here.
How come you ain't talking?
He's having some kind of communication issues.
Question for you guys: have you ever used a human spotter in iRacing?
I have not, no. No, that's a lie. I have once or twice when Mason or Eric came and spotted for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've tried it once or twice, but always found it was, as the spotter, it was hard to keep up with, a virtual spotter, crew chief or the iRacing one. I'm just listening to Hanneman's stream. He's using a human spotter, getting some really good feedback on the pace of Rose behind him and how hard he needs to push to maintain a lead, as well as, when he's inside or outside.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds like Hanneman's saving a little bit, maybe baiting Rose into burning up his stuff. And now that he's caught him, he's putting the pedal back down.
Yeah, it looks like Rose is failing to get up behind him for the last few laps.
Hanneman 0.2 faster that lap. So he saved a little something.
Well, this is actually going to get interesting with only 20 laps to go.
Like I said, I think you can make it on fuel, especially if you saved a little under that caution.
Well, Hanneman being out front, hopefully he has just enough.
But if I was
He's gonna
someone,
get all the air in the world, but he ain't gonna get the help.
True. If I was someone, maybe Campbell, Barrow, I might try to split this final run and hope for a quick caution where you could stay out, just to try and make something happen.
It's not a bad idea, actually. But again, with so few drivers still left on the track, do we actually think we're going to see that caution?
Yeah, 11th position all the way down to 19th. They're currently out of the race.
Oh,
Yeah, but
McMillan is now out.
I think the longest stint we've run was just over 30 laps in terms of tire wear. You'd have to go 42, 41 to make it to the checkered. I'm not sure if the guys can make a tire last that long.
Well, the two that we're really going to have to focus on is Hanneman and Rose. Because those two are pushing hard. Hanneman trying to keep the lead, Rose trying to get back up there. they're going to be
is
burning
right,
fuel and burning tires. It looks like Rose just got a little nod. He might be passing underneath.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to dive under there, didn't it?
Yeah. I just don't understand how he just closed that .4 window down to .1 instantly. Just found that little extra speed and just shot right up there.
And sometimes that's just a small mistake on Hanneman's part to allow him to do that. But again, we're seeing some pretty good racing out of these two up front.
Absolutely. Rose a little bit faster on that last lap. Look at that, .13 faster than Hanneman on that last lap. I'm sorry, 0.13.
Well, and like you said, Cochran, the question is going to be, are they going to be able to make it all the way?
I'm listening into Hanneman's stream, trying to see. I'm not hearing any talk about fuel, so they must feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a record here at GEC. With starting the race with 20 drivers and only ending it with 10, that is insane. That shook up the field so much.
A lot of sliding, a lot of worry, a lot of people worried about position too early on in the race, causing, you know, minor accidents that got bigger.
It's not the most, and the crazy thing about it is this isn't the most cautions I've ever seen, but it's definitely the most cars that have been removed from the race.
Now, is it the most cautions you've seen with the newer group?
Yes. And we are now going to be under 10 laps to go.
Hanneman and Rose still Rose and Hanneman now it is 2.5 seconds ahead of third place.
Lynch out there trying to push hard to maintain that third spot.
And looking at it, Rose was just a little bit slower by 0.06 on that last lap. Hanneman's going to maintain this lead with 9 to go, 8 to go. Campbell and Barrow putting up the last lap there. They were spot on. This lap, Barrow was a little bit faster.
Cochran, do me a favor and check and see if Barrow still has a fast repair.
He does on my screen. I did reload the session after I got disqualified, so he might have used it before I came in the booth. Maybe my software didn't pick it up there, but he hasn't used it since then.
Okay. He's definitely got some right front damage. So does Campbell as well.
Yeah, those two are back there fighting amongst themselves for that 7th spot.
Hanneman, his heart's pounding out of his chest with Rose behind him. They're still pushing back and forth at the same distance.
Hanneman reporting in his stream chat that he doesn't feel comfortable taking the dog leg anymore, but he does it again anyway.
I think he's too scared not to.
Yeah, you can see Rose pushing, really sliding that front nose in turns
Hanneman
1 and 2.
slowed down by 0.05 on that
like-
last lap compared to Rose.
It looked like Rose wiggled coming out at 1 and 2.
Yeah, don't sleep on Lynch either. He's sneaking back into the picture as these front two are pushing.
Yeah, he was 2.5 back. Now he's only 1.3 back. It looks like he is going to try and make a push for one of those other 2 spots up there up front.
Yeah, if he can maintain the pace he's running right now, he's going to catch them both on the last lap. Or we'll see if they put up a fight.
The question of did Lynch hang back the way he did to save on tires to try and make a push the last 4 laps?
Possible. But he is losing pace. He's probably 0.3 back compared to what he was.
Well, he was, remember, 3rd place was 2.5. He is 1.1 back currently.
Yeah, he's 0.3 faster than both of them that last lap.
Lynch been holding out on us?
I mean, on
Yeah,
pace,
that's what I'm saying. He was sleeping
he's
back
just a
there.
little late. 2 to go.
Hanneman looking to clinch another win this season.
It looks like he's going to get it. Unless something miraculous happens here in the next couple of seconds.
Crosses the finish line going into that final lap. Now Rose has a problem with Lynch right behind him. Looks like Hanneman's staying calm, cool, and collected.
See what kind of dive bomb anybody's got left in them.
Right. Oh, Rose wiggles a little bit. Not going to be able to get an angle he wants. Hanneman coming out, tapping that outside wall. Oh, and he still takes it across the finish line. The 85 of Hanneman is our winner.
Followed by Rose and Lynch.
Congratulations.
Incredible.
Definitely a crazy race, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy, crazy race.
That's going to be it for me tonight, boys. It was good being in here at the broadcast booth with you guys. Hopefully be able to get back on the track here in about a month from now.
Well, we look forward to it. Number 7, thank you, Eric White, for coming into the booth and broadcasting with us tonight. We always appreciate you.
Not a problem, buddy. You guys have a wonderful night, and hopefully we get another good one like this next week.
10-4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get ready for our driver interviews for the end of the race. Stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, we are back with our podium winners at Phoenix. 165 laps an intense race, very controversial here at GEC. We will look forward to seeing the post-race venting on this one. But up front, the number 85 of Hanneman takes it home from Street Limit, pulling it into the garage, pulling up into the, look at that, into the victory lane. How was it? What are your thoughts? Well, as we've seen, double-digit cautions in the past have caused problems with the mix-up of the field. How do you feel that benefited you tonight as far as taking home the win? Well, looking forward to the playoffs. Obviously, you already had it punched in. This is your second win this season? Yep, so congratulations on that, man. We look forward to seeing what you can do in the playoffs. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race? Hold on 1 second. They can't hear you.
Aw, man.
Yep. There you go. I got it.
We had to redo the whole thing now?
Yep. So, what are your thoughts on tonight's race?
It was definitely one heck of a drive tonight. I'm glad that near the end of the race it was green flag, but cautions made it see everyone was kind of driving hard tonight, and appreciate some good racing, so it was fun.
Well, how did those cautions, like I had my question was muted to them, but how did those cautions have a play on taking home the win tonight?
Well, it helped out for stage one. Definitely was able to stay in front with Harrison and Dustin there. I know Ellswick got through us and made it a little, challenging for us to keep it up there. But no, for stage two with a couple of the cautions, Rose did a lot better than me for tire saving and whatnot. And for it to go green flag the last run, that was what I needed to keep in front. And I'm glad that we did some tire saving and worked out in our favor for that last pit stop.
Well, you guys did a great job on putting on a hell of a show tonight, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. And go ahead just one more time. Who would you like to thank for tonight's race?
I got to thank the guys over at Street Limit, every single driver, Harrison, Wesley, Dustin, who came out tonight and, wanted to improve and, took the time after my coaching sessions I had just to make sure that we're all good to go for this week and put on a competitive front, that's for sure. I got to thank the guys over at 511 Race Wraps and Photography. They're working with Street Limit now to take all the best photos in iRacing. I got to thank Walt from Laughing Llama Wraps for making this badass car tonight. I do look better in red, and I can't admit that. I gotta thank the guys over at Eternal Racing, Kobe and Bryce. Bryce actually was able to spot for me this tonight and help me out, and Kobe for putting on an amazing team with a bunch of stuff in the back end that you'll be seeing live here soon. So I thank you guys. I gotta thank all the fans, Tash, everybody. And until next time, I appreciate everyone.
Awesome.
One more question for you there. You mentioned your spotter that came over to help you. I was peeking in on your Twitch stream a little bit, listening to that advice. I just got one question. Is this guy for hire?
I already hired him. He's mine.
All right. Thank you so much, Hanneman, for the amazing show. And like always, we'll see you next week.
Awesome. Thanks.
So we'll go ahead and move on to our second place driver, which is his second place that he's gotten this season. Ryan Rose is a 58. What are your thoughts about this race, and what went through your mind about having, all those cautions in the middle?
I'm terrible, and I can't stop speeding down pit road. That is what happened. So, yep, that's how I lost this race. So, but no, it was a really fun race, and tough to keep Hanneman behind me. I just kind of backed up my entries and saved a bunch of tire and was able to pull away like middle of stage 2. And but he was really fun to race against, and some close racing. I might have door banged him a little bit too much, but it's fine. I'm just out here for fun, so I'm not really. I don't want to make any enemies, but yeah. So
Well, I mean, you can't be mad at somebody when you take the win, right? So, in all honesty, we did see the issues you had. Unfortunately, pulling you up into the broadcast, you caught that speeding issue, got back up to the front, and then it seemed that you caught another speeding issue right there towards the end when you were like 2 seconds ahead. So that was really unfortunate to see. But again, you know, you come out here and you give it all you got every single week, and we appreciate you and your talent and look forward to seeing what you got for the rest of your career.
yeah, it sucks. I should have gotten my I should have gotten a win here, but it's all right. That's another win that I've pissed away because of speeding. I've done that way too much, so it's
It,
uh it's all right.
it's happened to every single one of us. Every single one of us. But again, thank you so
Oh
much
yeah.
for coming out. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Just my mom, my dad, Brett's Electric. They help me out a lot in real life, and they're on the car, they're on the hood there, and yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Rose, and we look forward to seeing what you got next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our third place driver, the number 33 of Lynch. Lynch, a crazy controversial race out there. You were towards the middle a little bit, up towards the front, around 4th, 5th, and 6th place. How did it feel being back into those positions and having all those cautions go on around you?
So at the beginning of the race, it was kind of self-inflicted. I think I was trying to figure out what gear to start in, and then I started out in the wrong gear. So at the beginning of the race, it brought me back from second place to I think I fell back to about sixth, and then just couldn't really get out of mid-pack the rest of the race until the only way that I think that she was able to get out of the pack was, just catching up in positions on pit road. It was a hard track to pass that unless you take the dog leg, and the dog leg just really gets your car out of whack. So
Well, we've seen a lot of people dropping into that dog leg and just absolutely wiping out, coming into the wrong spot. Did that happen to you tonight? I don't think it did it?
no, I definitely think that I avoided two of them right in front of me. I don't think I ended up. I think I used the dog leg more or less in the third stage. I think it was about the only way to realistically keep up with the leaders. But I tried to avoid it the most that I could. But
Well, we were paying attention directly at the end, and you had actually been like 2.4 seconds behind, 2.2, something like that, and you managed to get all the way under a second, even almost under a half a second. Amazing job, man. We actually thought you were going to wind up catching Rose.
yeah, I think if we had 10 more laps, I think I'd have had something for both of them if I could at least got to the inside of Rose.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think the tires was kind of starting to get a little bit warm and starting to slide out a little bit more towards the end of the race. But I saved a little bit, but I pushed a little too late. So I'll settle for P3, I suppose. For
No, great job. Really great job. We are always excited to see Lynch out on the track. It's not your first rodeo in the podium either, so good job.
yeah, yeah. To start out the season, I think I had two DNFs, and then had a few races where I just didn't get a good finish, and I think the last 3 weeks, outside of the road course, I've had podium finishes on the last three ovals. So I'm trying to push a little bit more for points and try to set myself up going into the playoffs a little bit better.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, and we thank you so much for coming out every single week and putting on a hell of a show. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, I'd like to piggyback off what Ray said, man. The guys over at Street Limit, Kyle, Ray himself, Harrison, Dusty, we put a lot of work in each week. Uh, while over Laughing Llama Raps, I think he's got about the best looking cars out on the track. Also, Jimmy at Lynch's Handy Services over in Hickory. If you need any handyman services done,
Hickory,
give
North
him a shout.
Carolina?
Yep, yep. along with Jack over at BDRN. Him and Gallman, we continuously push each other each week to succeed better, and all the fans that tune in each week to watch us beat and bang and throw on a good show for everybody.
Well, thank you so much, guys. You did a great job. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Thank you all for the show that you put on, and thank everybody here at GEC for everything that they do for us each week, in and out. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's going to be it for us here at GECE NASCAR. We'll see you next time.